How's it going, YouTube? Yeah, Pat Mack here, coach of the Sacramento Sins / playing in the quarterfinals of the WPF up against John Junor, coach of the Portland Nightshaders. You can see our team up above, their team down below. Both teams range in speed order, of course, as well as 6 Pokemon that we are bringing and 6 Pokemon that I think John Junor is going to bring to our match. Part of the game plan here is around Heatran. I think Heatran looks really good against their team, especially stops Volcarona, which is amazing for us. And then just in general, like I think it puts a lot of offensive pressure on their team. And so I think it's going to be really nice if I'm able to get that Mon in and put some pressure on them. But at the same time, they do have a couple of fire immunities, so I need to make sure I'm aware of those. And then I think Scarf is going to be really nice here. We have Scarf on Annihilate, and I think that it's likely, or at least possible, I don't know for sure exactly, but I think that hoopa-unbound looks really good as a Scarf Mon, so I just got to be careful of that Mon with some of our other threats. And then hazards. Hazards I think are going to be pretty important here. Their only hazard removal is Rapid Spin from the Colossal, which I don't think looks particularly good against my team. So we're looking to kind of hazard stack them. And my hazard removal is Kamala, so we both have very low tier hazard removal options. And so I think that we're both probably going to be looking to set up quite a bit of hazards and put a lot of pressure on each other's teams. So anyway, we'll see what 6 they decide to bring here in just a moment. Alright, here we are in the match, and oh, he did actually bring Volcarona. I was not expecting that Mon to come, just because I thought that I had a pretty good answer to it. No Dondozo is really nice. I thought that Dondozo looked pretty good from a defensive standpoint, so less that we have to deal with there. And then also looks like no Gengar. Okay, no Gengar makes some sense, so we don't have to worry about that either. What do they have instead? Oh, they have Rillaboom. Okay. I mean, I think I kind of like just starting with Garchomp and just looking to get some hazards up here. The spikes will be really nice for dealing with several different Mons on their teams. I'm kind of expecting for like, I don't know, I'm expecting something to have boots here, but even just the getting a little bit of spike damage up on some stuff will be really nice for us. So yeah. I think that's probably a good way to go. We can get some spikes up, look to deal some damage, yeah, and then play from there. Seems good. Anyway, good luck, have fun over to John Junor. And yeah, I don't know. I don't expect this to be a very easy match. I think it's going to be a little tough. I think the Volcarona is more likely to be a pivoting option from their team. They also don't have any fire immunities, or actually any fire resist, so Magma Storm and Lava Plume from Heatran look really, really good. And we don't have to... Yeah, I don't know. Those look really good. I'm not quite sure exactly what to expect here. Okay, and this is their lead. What kind of Iron Jugulis are you? Are you like Booster Energy? No, you're not Booster Energy. Okay, in that case, I think I just get a Spike up here. And then play from there. I feel like that just makes some sense. I don't think I necessarily need to Terra. This one doesn't have anything that hits me for super effective either way. So I'm just going to try to get a Spike up. And then see if I can put some pressure on their team from there. If I can get our Kilowattrel in afterwards, then... Oh, Taunt. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I've been using this a lot for hazard stacking, so seeing Taunt from this isn't too crazy. And that's fine, honestly. I think I just go for a Dragon Tail. And that's probably not really that big a deal. Yeah, so let's just go and Dragon Tail this out. Oh, that's totally fine with me. Like, they're going to take some chip damage from our Rough Skin. And then whatever is coming in, we'll get a chance to see what they're planning on using here. And then we can get some damage output on it and put it into potentially whatever we want. Getting the defense boost from the Zamazenta to happen early would be really nice, actually. Let's go B. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this actually is not... It's not the Sand Setting. So what do they have to have? Sand Force? So there's Sand Force at Powder. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted, actually. Because if we can get this Dauntless Shield boost to happen now, then we can just Dragon Tail this out. Yeah, then they won't have that boost for any time later in the game. So I think I'm actually just going to Dragon Tail this out again. I shouldn't be able to do very much damage with Stomping Tantrum, so I just don't want them to get kind of free set up. I could Terra here, I don't think that makes any sense, though. I mean, I'd be resistant to body press because I'm Terra Poison, but I don't really want them to have that info yet, you know? Because if I do that, then the Hoopa-unbound that they're planning on using becomes a lot stronger against me. And I'd rather just like Dragon Tail this out, get some spikes set up, and then kind of go from there. So I'm kind of expecting them to just hit me with something and then kind of just take the Dragon Tail and spin themselves out. And like I said, that's actually pretty good for me. Like I'm fine with just getting some chip damage on this, and then just knocking them out. And then I don't have to worry about that +1 boost anymore. So I think this is actually a pretty good situation for me. And we'll see what they get locked into, or knocked into, I guess. Okay, this mon. This is actually kind of... I think I'm just gonna hit this with something. I want to know if this is Scarf or not. Now that might mean that I just go down here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to go for a spike again. If they go before me, I'll know that they're Scarf, because I made sure to creep this mon. This is this mon is too strong to mess around with. So if I can get a spike up here, that'll be nice. We'll see also what their Terra type is potentially. And they just swap. They hard swap. Okay, I'm totally okay with that. Totally fine with that. Gobi is the Jugulis? No, that's you. That's fine. Again, just getting a spike up here is totally alright with me. Now, how do I want to play around this? I could actually just swap here now, which I don't hate. Okay, we do see leftovers from them. Okay, that's good information to have too. So I don't really want to tear this one for a while, actually, unless I can help it. I could just go for another spike. Like I mentioned, that the hazard control from their side is pretty bad, and I don't think Hoopa-unbound gets spikes. I think it just gets rocks, and I'm cool with rocks go up. I'm not too worried about that. But I'll also get another set of spikes up here, and yeah, I'll also get a little bit of HP recovery, I guess, too. Unless they go for like, yeah, they go for rocks themselves. That's cool. I'm pretty sure this mon still gets Ice Fang, actually, so I should probably be a little bit aware of that. But we've got 2 sets of hazards up. And I think... I mean, I could just potentially go into... I could potentially go Annihilate. And just, like, see if I can get a bit of Rage Fist, like, damage boost here. Which I don't hate, actually. I kind of like that idea. The downside would be a potential burn from like Volcarona switching in, which Volcarona would do fairly well against this mon, so that could be an option for them. But I kind of like the option of just going into this mon now. But we get 2 of our hazards up. We'll see if this is... God, I do not remember if Hoopa-unbound gets spikes. I don't think it does, so I feel like they're going to go for like EQ or something like that. They could also go Ice Fang, like hey, Whirlwind. Okay, I'm totally cool with that. That's fine with me. So we'll see what they switch me into. So we both got a little bit of dragon tailing shenanigans going on here. Honestly, if that's the case, I'm probably just gonna get another spike up here. I'm kind of cool with that. Cause I mean, I think you have to have Earthquake, right? Like, well, I guess it doesn't have to be Earthquake, huh? Because if they have Rillaboom, then they might not be looking at that. Let's double check how many spikes are up here. Yeah, we have 2. I'm just going to get another set of spikes up. Let's just get another one up. If they want to Whirlwind me again, then they Whirlwind me again. No big deal. And we'll play from there. But if they're not concerned about being able to actually hit me, okay. Earthquake is cool. I actually don't take too much damage from that. Yeah, so this is a reason not to Terra also. Now I could swap into... like I could go Azelf, which has a bit of appeal to it. Oh, Azelf doesn't have... Oh, this is the one that has Energy Ball. Yeah, because I don't actually hit this ground type particularly well with any of the stuff that I have going on here. But I do need it to take quite a bit of damage here. That would really help me out. I think, you know, I kind of want to just hit this again. I'm not going to do very much damage. That's the big downside here, is that I don't actually put very much pressure on this. I could go Kilowattrel. If they EQ again, then they EQ again. And I don't mind just air slashing here. There's nothing that resists it, so this is kind of okay with me. And we'll see what their option is. They Whirlwind. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, this was a boot spawn for me, so they get that info, but in the end, like, not very much happens to kind of put me off at all. Okay, and I can go for, I could probably just go for a Drain Fist. Future Pat Mac coming in at the middle of the recording here, just to give you a little recap of what happens. As you can see, the video has been sped up here. That's because not a whole lot happens for about 20 minutes of gameplay. My opponent clicks Whirlwind a lot and gets a ton of hazard damage chip on my team. And it's just really not worth it for you to sit through about 20 minutes of that and watch it happen. I did. It was not very fun. Yeah, I just don't think it would be very exciting for you to sit through and watch that part. So general recap is I switch into Kilowattrel a lot. He uses Whirlwind a lot. Basically nothing happens until I get into a Pokemon that's able to actually threaten Hippowdon. Which is not very easy. The Hippowdon's pretty bulky and not very many things are able to do it. So yeah, there's a lot of Whirlwind and not very much happens. Like, I think that like the decision for my opponent to use this strategy is like really good. You'll see by the end of it, at some point you'll have a chance to look at like how much health there are on my Pokemon when I'm switching between something. And like my Pokemon take a ton of hazard chip over this. Like I said, it's about 20 minutes of hip clicking Whirlwind. So you can imagine the amount of switching that happened from that and how much hazard damage was chipped up. And I think like it was a really good gameplay from him. But like I said, very boring to play, very boring for y'all to watch. So you get the sped up version and the little recap before you get to see what happens for the rest of the game. So anyway, right after this, like I said, you'll be able to see what happens and hope you enjoyed the rest of the game. It's just, that's how the game is going, you know? It's what we're here to do. Options for this now. I think I am going to try to Relic Song on this one. See if I can catch something. Just because obviously Energy Ball has a little bit more switch-ins now, and now that he knows that, I'm less willing to just kind of go for it. But Relic Song also has a chance of sleeping here, which obviously helps us out. If this one is no longer attacking us, then obviously that's a huge boost. And yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the transformation. I haven't made it happen at all in any game. We'll take a ton of damage. Real unfortunate. I think my play is actually still to just hit this, but now the Energy Ball does significantly less, but probably still enough. So I'll just go into Energy Ball here. And I think we finally managed to pick up the KO here. All right, we managed to KO Hippowdon. That feels good. It took a while. It took hella long. But we made it happen. Okay, so now we can go back to playing this game, because this has been close to 30 minutes of, yeah, of this, basically. How do I want to play this? I think my play is U-turn, honestly. And then we'll go into... Yeah, that's some good damage right there. I think I go Kilowattrel. Yeah, I think I just go Kilowattrel, try to play a little more offensively here. Again, Air Slash is pretty good against everything that's going on from their side of things. Leech Seed. Oh my god. Okay, alright, it is what it is. It is what it is at this point. Now, they could stay in, and their leftovers too. I wonder if they're like sub or protect also. This is definitely not what I was expecting from their team, just like looking at team preview here. Yeah, Taiwan's fine. I don't really care if that's gone now. They'll have a couple more turns of terrain. They could go into pretty much anything, I think, at this point. There is the option of... I guess I don't have U-turn anymore, huh? I don't mind just going for a discharge. Like, let's just look for a para at this point, I think. They are protect. Okay, that's alright. It is what it is. So they get a little bit more damage off on us from the Leech Seed, but I have Roost, so like I can get this health back. It's not really that big a deal. Obviously, they'll get a ton of health back here. That's okay. And the hazards actually don't really matter very much against their team, huh? It's really just getting a little bit more chip on the Zamazenta, which, to be fair, is a mon that is really hard to break down, so I'm kind of fine with getting more damage on that. Discharge won't do very much damage here, but a para would help us immensely, so I'm kind of okay with this. You know, actually, their team has done a lot to try to mitigate Annihilate, now that I'm kind of thinking about it. It looks like it's kind of like 3 stall-breaking Pokemon with, yeah, it's like 3 stall-breaking Pokemon. I'm not quite sure enough about the Volcarona to know for sure what's happening over there. And then like a really hard hitter with Hoopa, and then probably like a Iron Defense Body Press set from the Zamazenta. So, yeah, I don't know. A lot of their options actually and choices make a lot of sense to me now. Because it's really designed not to allow Annihilate to like bulk up and win through the team, which I'm fine with. You know, like I'm not exactly like a very offensive. Like I'm not a setup Annihilate, I guess. Discharge pair is obviously amazing for us if we need a chance to get any sort of pairs on this. That helps us out a ton. That KOs. Are you? Oh, we got crit. Okay. Okay. Is what it is. I guess I have to... What am I going to do here? I think I go Azelf. Yeah, I think I just go Azelf and Mystical Power. Do I die? Do I hit here? I think I'm minus Spadef, right? Yeah, I'm minus Spadef on Azelf. So, can I actually KO or like, can Rillaboom KO me is probably the better question. Oh, they could have knockoff, huh? Do I need to... No, they can't have knockoff, right? Oh, they could. I think I need to rely on getting a boost. I'm like pretty far behind this game. I think I need to rely on a little bit of luck. I could have flamethrowered and actually just straight up KO'd, and that would have been a pretty good opportunity for us too, but I kind of want the... Yeah, that just KOs too. Alright, so this one's gonna go down, and their mon goes down as well. I mean, maybe I should have gone into... I wonder if I should have just gone into Annihilate and then U-turned. We saw the U-turn did a lot of damage before. So what's my play now? I think my play now is... I could go into this mon. Not really. I don't think that makes sense. What's my play? Jugulis looks so amazing. I actually might just straight up lose to Jugulis now. Okay, I think I go. All these mons are good against Heatran. Yeah, everything's good against Heatran. I think I go Heatran. It's more so that like. Yeah. Yeah, and then Hoopa. Yeah, honestly, I think I've lost this at this point. Because I don't think that there's a way for me to break through. Maybe I should have kept Azelf around. Yeah, maybe I could have tried to keep Azelf around and gone into something else to try to revenge this. I think that would have made more sense, huh? Their Thunder Wave. Jeez. Oh my god. Oh, gross. Alright, well, we'll get Rocks up, I guess, which is not really going to matter a whole lot, I don't think, but I wasn't really going to be able to touch this for very much damage anyway, so is what it is. Admittedly, this has not been a very fun game to play, so I don't know. It happens. I think I'm just going to go for a Lava Plume. Or, well, I mean, Magma Storm is my best damaging move, so I might as well just go for it. So I'll just do that. Rocks would have been a lot better earlier. But yeah, I felt like their team was going to be really tough for us to beat. But I thought I think there's a handful of options I could have made differently this game. Like probably keeping Azelf would have been really important. But just not being able to break through the Hippowdon and just getting Whirlwind around the entire match to get a bunch of hazard damage on us, like, wasn't a great situation either. Best option, I guess, is just go here, Energy Ball. It's going to be the most damaging move that I have. I could Relic Song and like hope for the sleep, but I don't think that makes enough sense. I think it's better if I just try to go for as much damage as possible and then lose in the end game to a Volcarona that I can't beat. But yeah, is what it is. Their team was really tough, I thought, in terms of to try to beat. So, yep. I mean, does it make any sense for me to do anything else? Not really. I might as well just go for some more damage, but I'm pretty sure that this game is over. Yeah, they have Dark Pulse. Yeah, so it looks like they had Dark Pulse plus, yeah, they had like Dark Pulse, Terra Blast, Thunder Wave. I don't know the last move, probably Psychic though. So we'll just go Annihilate. I think my best option is, yeah, they probably have Psychic, right? But they're gonna Thunder Wave here, and then I'm gonna be out. Like, there's not much I can do about that. I can't really lock into any move per se. I could do Thunder Punch. It's not gonna do enough to Mons later on, but I could technically lock Thunder Punch. Doesn't make any sense for me to do that. I mean, it's gonna be the only move. Yeah, it's the most neutral move, so I kind of just gotta go for it. Yep. So I'm just gonna have to hope that this is enough that I can beat through stuff. Like, I'm just gonna have to rely on like paras and crits and stuff like that. That's going to be about the only way I think that I can win through this game now. Yeah, because exactly, you just go into this mon. And like, I wouldn't be able. God, look at that spike damage though. And the rocks too. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's a chance. We're locked into Thunder Punch, so we're just gonna go for it. Hope for the best. Oh my god, you've got to be joking me. Okay, Heavy Slam. Okay. Yeah, Heavy Slam does a ton of damage. All right, hope for the best. That's where we're at. Hope that this is enough. It's probably one more hit. All right, and there's the game. Good game over, John Junor. If you'd like to see some more of our content, whether it is BGC or singles, definitely stick around. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one.